Hey, 5519. You want to see the DIY walk around? Make sure it's safe and ready to go? All right, I'm gonna show you. All right, here on the 5519, we got a bunch of things we gotta check off first before we're ready to use it. Okay, first and foremost, we got a green tag, which means it is ready to rent. You gotta make sure you got a fire extinguisher and make sure that you're checking that the arrow is in the green. Super important, fire extinguishers. Inside the cab, you're gonna make sure all the stickers are ready to go. They're not damaged, you can read those easily. Fuel level, gauge cluster, everything the gauge is ready to go. Mirrors, make sure all the mirrors aren't cracked or damaged. You wanna be able to see what's behind you, don't you? Okay, on top of the machine, indicator beacon light. Gotta make sure that's not cracked and operating properly. You wanna be seen on the job site. All right, lots of important bolts on the side of these machines. In fact, everywhere on them. You're gonna notice little paint marks. Those are your torque to spec marks. You're gonna make sure that all the little lines line up before you use it to make sure that nothing has come loose and your machine is ready to go. Those torque marks are also on the lug nuts. Make sure you inspect every single wheel to make sure all the lines line up. All right, you wouldn't think you'd have to pop the hood on a rental, but if you've got a really high usage rental, maybe a dusty job site, yeah, pop the hood, give it a check. You'll be able to look at the battery terminal, make sure it hasn't come loose. Pop open that air filter. Let's take a look inside there. Make sure she's clean and ready to go, not overly dusty, or else you got to replace her. Dusty job sites, these things certainly take a beating. Also, you'll be able to check the oil, pull the dipstick, check and see how the oil level's doing. You'll be able to look at the oil filter, make sure it's not leaking, and really just a general inspection to make sure it's looking all good and ready to go. Hydraulic lines and leaks. You want to make sure we're touching everything. You want to make sure you visually inspect all the hydraulic lines and all the way around the machine. Make sure the machine isn't leaking. All right, there you have it. There's your DIY, how to inspect your 5519. Once you make sure everything's torqued to specs, it's not dripping or leaking, all the fuel levels up, everything's greased, ready to go, doing a little 360, inspected it all, you're gonna have a great rental. Enjoy the 5519. See you on the next one.